So our water trail actually is not just the Buckhannon River, but also the Tygart Valley River, which flows up to Philippi and Arden. So we are looking to collaborate between the two counties, the two watershed organizations, which is the Buckhannon River Watershed Association and the Save the Tygart Watershed Association, to recognize these rivers as a major natural asset to businesses, residents, and visitors. And so the goals of our project is to develop a water trail on suitable sections of the Buckhannon and the Tygart Valley rivers, and to obtain official designation as a West Virginia State water trail. And the outcome is to enhance recreational opportunities for our residents, increase conservation and appreciation of the river, and promote an outdoor recreation tourism.
So you might be asking, what is a water trail? Why a water trail? What's this all about? And a water trail is a water-based trail for non-motorized boats. It is a network of river access sites, and it's a schoolhouse without walls. Water trails highlight and enhance outdoor recreation, local economies, environmental stewardship, historical and cultural studies, health and wellness of users, and community identity. So with a little background on West Virginia state water trails, the West Virginia Department of Transportation oversees the designation process. And currently there are 16 designated water trails in West Virginia. We're excited to be able to bring this water trail designation to our communities in our region. So this does provide local opportunities. We are certifying designation for 45 miles from Sago to Arden. And if we have various maps around today where you can look and see kind of the location, the direction, how it's going to look on paper, which if we are on the river, we know that it looks completely different on the water. We do need to mention that there are areas of the Buckhannon River that are not suitable for water trail designation because various reasons, mostly the designation does require the flat water. So not part of the designation is the upper Buckhannon above Sago, Middle Fork River of Buckhannon, the Tygart River from Belington to Buckhannon confluence, and then the Arden to Moatsville. And apparently the reason for that is that it's whitewater. You can do it, but it's not part of our flat water trail designation. And I think that's something to sort of clarify, is that the river access is available. This section is for beginning paddlers and to bring tourism and recreation to areas of the river that we're not necessarily aware of as much. Next slide. I mentioned at the beginning that there are historical and cultural opportunities along our water trail. And we have the Carrollton Covered Bridge, which we have a beautiful painting, a watercolor that is being raffled off, that was donated to us by Runs and Ripples artist. And it was actually the old Carrollton Bridge before the bridge was destroyed in a fire. There's also Pringle Tree, which is historically significant because it provided shelter to frontiers people while they were traveling across this area. And there are actually 2 covered bridges along this water trail. The section in Buckhannon goes through a historical district as well, so there are historical and cultural opportunities in the section of the Buckhannon River from Hampton to the Riverfront Park. Next slide, please. And part of this designation does require us to identify possible river hazards. Most of this trail is placid water. It's slow, good for beginning paddlers, and minimal hazards. However, there are a couple of potential hazards that we do want to identify, and there are 2 low-head dams in the Buckhannon area, and there's 1 low-head dam in Philippi. And then there are some sections of the water trail that are class 1 and 2 flow, and those are the areas from Sago area shot down to Hampton. There's some of the faster water there, and then Boulder to Tygart Junction and Arden. So it starts to get really fast up there. And we do plan to develop appropriate signage to direct people to where they might want to take out and then put back in, or avoid this certain area, and that is part of our development of the water trail. So developing the trail does improve existing access sites and construct new access sites that are accessible for people of all abilities. And I like to say it's an accessible access site. That has been one of the things that I've heard from different folks, is that they want to get out on the water, but because of mobility issues, it prohibits them. So we would like to have some more accessible sites where people can get on the water and enjoy our water trail. We are also developing a guide that includes maps and information on the river features, the flow, local history, activities, and local businesses. We'll have free river maps and river descriptions. Those will be readily available on our future website. So we are also, part of this is developing a website specifically dedicated to the BTV water trail. And we plan to install additional signage at the access sites. Yes, and oddly enough, I spoke about that for like an hour yesterday. Recruiting volunteers to help with maintenance is a big priority in terms of developing the trail. Human resources are always needed. So we asked, what is next? This part of the water trail designation is the public comment phase, and that lasts until September 1st of 2024. And after all of that is done, and we gathered all the comments and data and submitted and gathered everything and put it all together, we submit that final designation request to the Department of Transportation. And fingers crossed, very soon after that, we would obtain the approval from the West Virginia Recreational Trail Advisory Board. And if you haven't yet commented on the form that we have, we do have a BTV Water Trail public comments form that you can complete, and you can find that on our Facebook page, either on the Buckhannon River Watershed Association page or on the Buckhannon River Paddlers page, and that is also on the Save the Tygart Facebook page. Part of the public comment period, we do need to provide copies of the full designation draft to the public, and there is a copy of that available at the Upshur County Public Library, and you can go to the circulation desk and ask for that. And there is one at the Barber County, the Philippi Library as well. So those very large packets are available if you want to check those out. It's pretty cool. And next slide. I don't know if you guys can see. So what are we asking now? Public comments, please, supporting our water trail designation, and then join us on the water. Some events that are coming up on August 3rd is the Lurch Fest in Philippi, which sounds like a great time to paddle the lower section of the water trail from the Philippi Covered Bridge to the takeout at the Arden Grade Road. And then on August 24th is the Buckhannon River Fest, and that is an opportunity to paddle the upper part of the water trail from Hampton to the Riverwalk access. And as you come to the access point there, you'll hear the music floating across the water through the trees, and then you can come and enjoy the rest of the Buckhannon River Fest activities. So if you have any questions,